Alright, so I got this big boy G30 Max. I don't know what other letters it has, but it has this weird problem where the onboard charger, right, doesn't work. This is connected to power. And what I did notice is if you press on this exact X I've scribbled into the compound, it just starts up on demand and it should die pretty soon. Yeah, and let's check the pressure. Just a light tap. Didn't do it. Pretty hard. Also didn't do it. Full tilt with the toothbrush. Boom. Alright, so next up I think we'll be taking off this bracket. Charger is secured in 3 screws. And depending on how hard this is to take off, I might even do it on camera, but it's a very annoying compound. Alright, so choosing the path of least resistance, I decided to scrap my plans of depotting everything because that was just too much of a pain in the ass. Now I noticed that pressing here would make it work, right? So started from there. There are some Reddit pictures, some pictures on Reddit showing the inside, so I kind of knew there was a heatsink in here and I could feel it with the... This is used for painting, but I highly recommend everyone get one of these because they're very flexible and great for slicing and dicing through this compound. Right, so and apparently there's also a connector here that links these two, and that also goes bad, but we'll see if I also tackle that. Right, so I initially went in from the top because obviously, and let me see if I can improve the light. Not very, yeah, well, I guess we could see some details, right? So we have this heatsink with 2 TO220 packages. This one gets hot. It's probably the switching FET. Yeah, and I suspected that had some dry solder joints. I tried to like dig out all the crap from the top, but there was really no way to get to the solder on the bottom, right? Especially this is not a dual-sided board. So yeah, this was kind of doomed to fail. Very well stuck in, right? So they have these holes where the potting compound goes through. It is really well fixed to the case, which is very solid. And then I proceeded to take this chunk out. Right, just did a full cut all the way here and most of the way over here, and then I just forced it with a flathead screwdriver. Now after that, there was a layer of potting compound, and then after that, one of these power supply isolation plastics, and then more potting compound. So it was really hard to get in there. But so now I took the nut off of the switching FET over here, and if I wiggle it, right, this was mainly for the demo, which we are at right now. First of all, it does look like shit, but it also moves like shit, so check this out. So I'll just wiggle it back and forth. Yeah. So that is not doing well. See if we can go even more aggressive. I don't know what the quality will be, but this will keep moving it. Yeah, so anyway, I'll add some heatsink compound back over here. And there's a bit of plastic or whatever they have in here. It's not really necessary because this is a plastic package. And heatsink compound, redo the solder joints, and what I will probably do is also take a blob from here to here, just because, right? Because I don't like the odds of this trace. Over on this side looks rather fine, so really shouldn't be anything else But this one looks nice. And is that the other package? No, the other package is on this side. Yeah, can't really get to it right now. I'll just let it fail, and maybe it doesn't. But yeah, I'll redo these with lead-based solder, so it should be even more resilient to cracking. And we'll be done.
Let's give it a stir. Now it looks gross.
Alright, so that's now done. Let's give it some polish. Thermal compound on the other side. Ooh, this is quite gooey. We should mix it a bit. By the way, has anyone had problems with skin contact and thermal compound? Because I'm not sure if this happens to me, but I think it hurts like fucking crazy. As far as I remember. But in the past 50 years, I've been extremely careful not to touch it. Would actually vacuum some of the gunk in here with my hose attachment. All right. Now let's dunk all the paste. Shit. Oh yeah. Now this is coming along nicely. Problem is I will get some on my hands when I'm gonna tighten the nut on, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe I find a way. Okay, so same pick. Boom. Shit. Boom. All right. How do I do this now, though? Motherfucker. Oh, I can't believe this is working. Damn. Yeah, I am very talented. What can I say? All right. All right, that is extremely tight. Would even say too tight. But yeah, so I think, in all honesty, that this is fixed right now. Let's just take the grounds, the aluminum grounds off of it, and I'll give it a wet wipe afterwards. Whoops. Okay, so next shot will be it installed in the scooter and working. Fingers crossed. Alright, so as per my correct prediction, it does still charge, and it's been about 20 minutes, right? And it's getting quite hot, I will say. So 77 in free air, which begs the question, what do I do with the potting compound? And I think, to be very honest, I'll do my best to secure the perimeter with some sanitary silicone and just leave it naked, because yeah, should be ever so slightly happier. I mean, 80 degrees is quite a bit, but then again, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so that's been it. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.